What's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 1 of our new career mode series here, and we're doing it here with Atalanta, the Italian team. Changing the difficulty. We're up to ultimate. Everything is good. Everything should be good. Let's turn that off. Everything else ready and rocking. So I hope you guys are excited to join in a new journey. We just got finished with Watford, which you guys showed great support on, and I'm hoping you guys are just as into this Atalanta series as you were with the Watford one. It's going to be a different type of challenge here at Atalanta. They're already a little bit better than Watford were. This is a top 4 team, a team in the Champions League, but overcoming Juventus in Serie A in this game is going to be a heck of a challenge. Serie A normally they're normally very difficult to do. Juventus tend to win 35 games a year. In our Watford career, they lost no games in Serie A the entire 4 years we were there. 4 or 5 years we were there, whichever it may have been, but they didn't lose any games. They went 35 wins, 3 draws each season, and it's going to be a heck of a difficult challenge here. So let's take a look at the squad and see how we're going to do this. There are 3 at the back. I think we're going to keep it at 3 at the back. We're going to try and do it with this type of squad here, or with this formation. But there's some proper good players in here already. Gomez is quite good. Ilicic, a player who's on the back of the shirt. And then number 2, he's a player I've always wanted to play with in all FIFAs, but he's always, lately he's been a little bit older, and then before that he was, difficult to come across. So it's kind of great that we're finally get to use him. Zapata's also up there. Muriel in the squad. So they're not too bad here. Let's take a look at the back end. And Tameze's here as well. Okay. And then across the back line, we may need another center back. He is a bit slow, Palomino. And in midfield, we got a little bit as well, but there's still some good players here. Hatzabur is pretty good at 25. Quick, pacey. So I think we're going to need another winger on the right, at least to grow behind Hatzabur as for now. We can upgrade in midfield, I think, though these two are pretty decent. A cam to grow behind Gomez, another striker to grow here as well, and then another starting center back. The problem with everybody in the team is that most of them are 27, 28, 29, in that range. These 4 here, up front, 31, 31, 28. So we're going to need some young blood in the team. The starting team as it is pretty good. But as we said, a little bit of young blood going forward could really, really help us out in terms of getting there. But for now, we'll have to see. We're not blessed with a ton of budget, though. Wage budget is in a good spot, so we can kind of get it around there. I'm not sure if we even look to move anybody on. We'll see. Continental Shield stuff, transfer markets, visions and expectations. Let's take a look. Youth development is critical here, so we're going to have to get some scouts out and about. Sign 3 players with a potential over 75 to your youth squad and increase their overall by at least 10 points. And then sign 4 youth players to the senior team as the same season they were scouted. Okay. Play them in 20 matches either as a part of the starting 11 or coming on as a sub. Are they talking about 4 youth players playing 20 matches each? That would be difficult to get them in and then get them into. That'd be tough. Sell out at least 70% of home games. Reach the knockout stage. Low priority. You'd think the money would come in that way. That'd be a higher priority. Reach the quarterfinal of the Coppa Nazionale. Then finish in a Champions League place. And then finish the season with a profit margin of £27 million. So it's going to be It's going to be difficult to hit some of those. We'll see with the youth one if they mean 20 combined appearances from the 4 different players or not. We will have to see, but we're going to have to get ourselves some proper good youth staff in here. Sergio Moreno, bring him in. This is going to be a little bit expensive, but, you know, for what they want, you figure we want to get as many good players into the squad as we possibly can. Who do we want here? It's the same. Are they all the same? Yeah. All 3 are the same pretty much, and we'll bring them in. So let's take a look. Set up a scouting network. Yeah, we'll get 1 in Italy. 6 months. Anybody. Let's send this lad. What are we looking at here? I kind of want to stay in Italy for this one, or stay in Europe for this one. We'll go to Portugal. Why not? And then this guy right here I want to send to South America. We'll go to Brazil. And we'll do it that way. So we've kind of spent a little bit of money right off the bat, but, you know, it is one of those things. Our transfer budget is down to 16 million this time. I don't think there are players really here to sell off, so we are going to have to go young. We're going to have to be, you know, ready to kind of set ourselves up for the future. And we're going to have to, we're going to play with this kind of style here. So wingbacks, really, fullbacks, not really something I'm quite looking for at the moment, though we have one. So we may move him on or send him out on loan, whatever it may be. But we're not exactly filled with players who need to leave. Some of these players can go out on loan. Tameze's, bring him onto the bench for the moment. Caldara can probably come in and start. Jim City, I guess. 35 pace is... It's unfortunately unusable in FIFA, really. This is a player who may just have to go. But, you know, we're in a pretty decent spot in a lot of spaces, which is good. But we're going to have to work to kind of... Yeah, we're going to have to maneuver our way forward in a way where we're very conscious about the money we spend and how we spend it. So, you know, we're going to have to make priorities. We're going to have to, you know, we're going to have to do those sorts of things where, you know, we may have to flip a couple players here and there. There may be more selling off in this series than there is in many of my others, you know, kind of things. So, we'll see. Excited about the future, Alejandro. The attacking midfielder, who's 86 overall, has got some good stuff. Attacking-wise, there's some good talent here. At the back and in the middle, it's not too bad, but it could use upgrading. Now, Serie A. Let's take a look at it. One thing that's always fun about playing in Italy is how many good teams there actually are. Like, proper teams that can fight for the top 4. Atalanta, Inter, Lazio, Milan, Napoli, Roma, Juve. There are a lot of good teams. There is a lot of challenges in overcoming this league, and that will make it difficult for us. We're going to have to beat all the teams around us, and eventually if we want to win Serie A, which is the ultimate goal, we're going to have to beat everybody pretty consistently, especially if 40 years down the line, Juventus are still winning 35 games a year, then we're going to have to beat everybody to challenge that sort of thing. But this first year, top 4 should be the priority, will be the priority. Champions League, the further we go, the more money we can bring in would obviously be great. You know, whether we can challenge, we will have to see, but that'll have to wait. So I'm going to see if we can get some players in on the short list, see if we can find players to bring in. If priorities were set right now, I'd be looking center back, midfield, maybe another right winger. Those would be the 3 spots I'd be looking to upgrade right this second. And if we have money left over, maybe, you know, at cam or striker, you know, we'll have to see. I think theoretically I can play Muriel at cam if I wanted. Ilicic couldn't come back and play cam, so we have a little bit of leeway in that position, but in midfield, not a ton of it. There are some good players here, of course, but we'd like some really proper good players. And I want to say Pasalic is in on loan. Let's take a look. We got a lot of players loaned out as well. Can we on loan at Roma? On loan at the club. We look on loan at Atalanta. Caldara's on loan as well. This guy's on loan here, the right back, who we're just going to terminate that loan. We'll hold on to it for a minute. I don't want to spend any money just yet. There are some loan players here, and that's kind of something that happens a ton in Italian football. So maybe next year we have a lot of players here who maybe we'll be able to move on. Pasalic is on loan here. Tamese's also in on loan here from Nice, I believe. A lot of loans. It's going to be difficult getting this squad in a position to, you know, really solidify that everybody's in. That's ours. It's permanent. We're not accepting loans from all over the country or all over Europe. And we've got players here who could grow into world beaters. So the squad overall here is going to be quite the issue. I can sense already. There aren't too many starters that are on loan here. Pasalic and Tameze. Pasalic can definitely be a starter, but and Caldara is a starter as well. We're gonna need to eventually deal with that. It's just going to be a little bit difficult here. This guy's contract expires in 12 months. We're gonna go ahead and deal with this right now. What is his contract at now? He's currently on 42,000 a week. Delegate renewal. We'll start it here. 2 years, 42K. Comfortable with that. We'll just get his stuff rolling in the... And, yeah, we will have to see how things go forward, guys. But for now, that is it. We've got a lot of work to do. I hope you guys are ready. I hope you guys are excited for a long career here at Atalanta. But for now, that's going to be the end of the video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more. And peace.